In some of my previous videos, I've talked about the jeans and the jackets that are worn by the cast of Yellowstone. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the other products that they wear and use throughout the show. The first one I'm going to talk about is the vest that John wears in Season 4. This one's not too tough to identify because it's got the running horses embroidered on the back of the neck. That is a trademark of Schaefer Outfitters, and that's their American-made wool vest, as you can see here. Next up, we have Rip's sunglasses. Rip's sunglasses look like they could be a pair of Ray-Bans or even maybe a Randolph USA sunglasses, but they're actually an Oliver Peoples sunglasses. The defining characteristic on these that really set them apart from those other two brands is you can see where that bridge is between the two lenses. It dips downwards. On a Ray-Ban or a Randolph, it's either straight or it actually bows up a little bit. So those are about a $500 pair of glasses that Rip wears. Jimmy's hat is up next, and cowboy hats are notoriously difficult to try and determine the manufacturer on, with the exception of the American Hat Company. American Hat Company cowboy hats have a particular pin on the back band on the left-hand side of an American flag, and we can see here that Jimmy has a fur felt American Hat Company hat, another quality American-made product. In Season 4, Casey and Monica move out of the lodge, and while they're moving out, Casey can be seen using a Filson duffel bag. This is an older duffel bag. It's not in production now, but the Filson bags are pretty easy to pick off based on the wide leather across the top zipper, as well as the handle tabs, those like double arrowhead shaped leather handled tabs are also a Filson signature, aside from the fact that it's the Filson tin cloth on the body of the bag as well. In Season 4, we see this BR logo whenever Travis is at the ranch. Travis is played by Taylor Sheridan, who is the creator of Yellowstone. BR, Bosque Ranch Performance Horses, is not actually a real performance horse company. Bosque Ranch is the name of one of Taylor Sheridan's ranches in Texas. It's also the name of a production company, Bosque Ranch Productions. The name Bosque Ranch Performance Horses was an LLC was created back in 2020, but as far as I can find, there isn't actually a company behind Bosque Ranch Performance Horses that sells horses, but it is Taylor Sheridan's personal brand from Bosque County, Texas, which is where he grew up. Let's talk about some of the more obscure drinks that we see on Yellowstone. First, since we're on the topic of Taylor Sheridan, we can talk about the whiskey that he's drinking in Season 4 after they win at the Fort Worth Stock Show, and that is a TX whiskey. It's distilled in the state of Texas. In the final episode of Season 4, we see Emily taking a pull off a bottle of Pendleton whiskey. That is a Pendleton, Oregon distilled whiskey. We see a ton of Coors throughout all 4 seasons. I would be shocked if Coors was not a sponsor of the show, but we also occasionally see some other random beers, one of them being a Jackfish IPA. Through all of my research, I am fairly confident that that is a prop can of beer and that the Jackfish IPA doesn't actually exist. It may have been a run that a small brewery in Montana did for the show, but it's not a beer that anybody can purchase today. There are 2 primary ball caps that we see on Yellowstone. The first brand is Kimes Ranch, super easy to tell based off of their logo. And then the other one that we see a decent amount of are hats for Cactus Ropes, a cowboy roping brand. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about Gator. Gator is the cook who keeps everybody on Yellowstone fed. He cooks for both the Dutton family as well as for the bunkhouse. Gator has a relatively simple style. He wears Carhartt jeans, and I've seen him wear an Ariat shirt. That is the style of Gator. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you do, like and subscribe, and I will continue to post more about some of the stuff I see on Yellowstone and some of the stuff that we do around here on our farm. Thanks.